YouTube. YouTube. Oh, what is going on, guys? What is going on? First off, I predict that my voice is completely gone by the end of this live stream. I don't know why. I guess I did the breakdown video earlier, and it kind of started fading out there a little bit. And I don't know. I think it's on its way out. The voice is on its way out, guys. Hopefully everybody's doing good. So my refrigerator broke while I was in. I took three L's this weekend. Lost my right-handed match, lost my left-handed match, and then I got home and my refrigerator broke while I was gone. So everything in the fridge is hot. I had like $100 worth of meat in the freezer. Everything is spoiled. Anyway, so I luckily have a separate ice maker, so I have an energy drink on ice. Normally I have my energy drink with you guys. And you don't care about this, whatever. Just letting you know. Texas Braun in the house. Oh, it's so nice seeing all the members pop in here, you guys. Richard Jenks, what's going on? Jared Larson, what's up? Chimp in the house. Chad Pittman. Wait, did I say Chad? No. What's up, Chad? Nightmare. Hey, I wish I could stick around, but I practiced. Great meeting you, Derek. Nice meeting you too, sir. Mike. It was great meeting you, Mike, man. I'm really happy we got to hang out for a little bit and talk. Really excited for you to get back into training and start sending me on training videos, man. DF, what's going on? Will Klingman in the house, you guys. Seeing all these members pop in here. Last week we had all those gifted memberships, so I know there's a ton of members in here for the month at least. Hopefully everybody re-ups after. We'll keep putting out more and more members content. I'm going to try to stay on top of that for you guys. So I released my thoughts on the match, like just general thoughts on the match. I released that video 2 days ago, and then today I released the actual breakdown of the match itself, like the analytical, like what I was going through step by step. So hopefully you guys got to see that, and hopefully you enjoyed that. So now there's no more questions for what happened in the match or what would I change. Hopefully you guys are kind of up to date on that now. But yeah, I mean we're home. Good to be home. Excited. Waiting. My arm is pretty beat up still. Actually, my right arm is still the pulsing, the throbbing pain kind of just went away. Yesterday it was still throbbing, so I'm kind of giving it a couple more days before I start getting at it. Start putting in work again. I guess I taxed it heavier than I thought. Let's see. A9 Kennels says, Derek, nice meeting you. Thanks for the picture of my son. Of course, man. Love meeting all you guys. Thank you for everybody for coming up to me. Love taking pictures of everybody. Hopefully no one was too people get like I don't know, scared to take pictures of me and stuff. I don't know. But it was awesome meeting everybody. Ill Shots in the house. What's going on? What are you guys up to this weekend? The topic I made was what is arm wrestling endurance, by the way. We'll let this build up a little bit, and then we'll get on topic. If you guys can, on your way in, please click the thumbs up button. We have 7 likes and 28 people in here. Those are weak numbers. If you guys click the thumbs up button, I would appreciate it. Help get this thing noticed and all that stuff. I love AOC. What's going on, man? Welcome back. Paul Strength. What's up with you, my boy? Nothing much. I'm chilling. J-Web Fitness in the house. Moderators, can you please plug J-Web Fitness YouTube channel? I know he hasn't been doing a lot on there, but we gotta try to push him to do some more. So you have the Patty Poll. Yes, Justin, I will be there on Saturday. I have to work that night. I'm not calling off work, but I'll be down there for a little bit for sure. At least to see the super match and hang out for a bit. What's going on to everybody? There we go. 17 likes. Thank you guys for the like spike. I appreciate that. Also, if one of the moderators could plug the link, my link tree, and the link to the AW Switch, I would appreciate that, you guys. Once again, hats, shirts, stickers. You guys go to the AW Switch. We'll be selling that stuff. And the link tree has links to all the other sponsors and websites that I'm involved with and my social medias if you guys want to follow me on any of that stuff. You're going to focus on Top Roll more, says I love AOC. Yes. Probably. I mean, I used to top roll. I top rolled for like 8 years or so. I was a hardcore top roller only. Some things happened, injuries, and then I started hooking because of it. Grew to like the hook, and I still love hooking, I don't like being deficient in any area. So in terms of strength gains, I'll still be training pretty well rounded, hooking and top rolling. But in terms of technique, I get practice and things like that, and things I'm gonna iron out more. It'll be more of an outside move. I generally don't try to deep hook. We ended up there, but I wasn't shooting for a deep hook in that match. Right now, I currently high hook, which is posting high in their hand and then cupping and going high and sideways. And sometimes it lands into a deep hook, and sometimes it lands rolling out. So it's more of an outside move. A high hook is technically an outside move to me because your shoulder dips backwards as you do it. But who knows? But yeah, I mean, outside arm wrestling is definitely more energy efficient, and it's something I'm looking to getting into more. I talked to Devin Larrett for a little bit, or he sent me a video after my match, and I texted him a little bit. And yeah, I mean, not holding on, strap pulling, it's not unintelligent. It's a smart way to arm wrestle. So, Atlanta says, should I advertise the Tail Monkey stream that just ended? AOC fine as hell, same bro. Walking the streets, but you're so smart, Derek. Oh, thanks, man. No, he's gonna focus on his elbow more and getting that thing solid, says Mike. Yeah, I mean, in terms of physical things, I'm gonna try to change. Yeah, I want to get my elbow built up. So you can get a real job somewhere. Clerks 93, Chance versus Jaggers. Who you got? I believe Chance. I think Chance will control Austin's hand, but Chance hits will hit sideways really hard as well. I don't know. In my head, when you say it, I think Chance. Austin might be able to set that wedge thing he set with me, but I think Chance is going to hit a little bit harder than I was hitting. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I say Chance, but I'd want to see the match. Tip Altier says, do you think if you would have taken your time, the outcome would have been better for you? I mean, who knows? Who knows what he would have done? But in retrospect, yeah, had I taken my time, established hand control, really tightened up, and got more efficient with my movements, I think potentially the outcome could have been different. Yeah, of course. Atlanta says, that breakdown earlier was good. You pretty much had him. Oh, thanks. Sizzy says, what up, Derek? Good match against Jaggers. I think you did great. Endurance was clearly an issue. Genuinely think you're super talented and strong. I think you have great potential. Keep it up, champ. Thank you. Paul Lynn, what up, guys? There's Paul Lynn, my boy, in the chat. You guys, please plug Paul Lynn's channel in the chat. Plug his YouTube channel as well. Always trying to help out anybody that has a YouTube channel in here. Atlanta says Chance seems pretty damn strong these days. I think Chance. It'd be interesting to see. I think Chance has an advantage stylistically, though. Edmund Rosian says, I'd like to see you and Jaggers run it back. Me too. Jens Wickstrom says, sup, Paul? Everybody saying hi to Paul Lynn, as they should. Arm wrestling opinion in the house. I'm sad there was no pulse this week. Yeah, I got caught traveling, man. The timing couldn't work out for me and Ryan to do it. We are not. I mean, we're going to continue doing it, guys. We're not stopping doing the pulse. That will happen on Mondays at 3 o'clock. This was just weird because of travel situations. My flights got pushed back. It was all bad. Michigan Water says, hi, Derek. I'm over in Los Angeles. I'd like to come to a practice, first practice ever. What is the best way to get connected and find out the details of where and when? Thank you. Message me on Instagram. It's AW Derek. Message me on IG. Tell me, remind me who you are, and we'll talk about my practice schedule and you showing up for sure. Jamin Fitness says, are you going to train endurance more now? Yes. Dave Anderson, greetings. What's going on, Dave? Rematch at Monster Factory, says Clerks 93. We'll run it back. We'll run it back for sure. Paulin says, I wish we could have got to hang out a bit more. Very long day. I know. Yeah. I was just, especially after getting destroyed, physically, I was just spent. And then there were so many people I was talking to, and I know you were reffing, and it was a long day for everybody, and we didn't get really a chance to kick it very much. But I'll see you at East vs. West, right? Yeah, I'll see you at East vs. West. Hey, man, if you're really looking for something to do, me and Bridget are going to Italy after. So we're gonna go to East vs. West. We get there on Thursday, and then after though, we're flying to Italy. We're gonna be over there and film some stuff with Hermes. If you feel like tagging along, Paul. Come out to Italy with us. We're not going to go until Wednesday. We fly back. Just saying, man, it'll be fun. We're going to film some footage with Hermes and go see Italy for a little bit. Yeah. You guys, I don't know, you guys didn't see the footage. Paul tried to was table sharking, which is what we call it over here. I was all tired. I'm after pulling people. Then Paul walks up. You want to pull some? After I'm all pumped up after my super match with, and Brad Cook's right there with the camera. You almost got me, Paul. You almost got me. It's not happening. All right. I'm not having a bunch of footage online of me getting dumped by a lighter guy. It's not happening. No way. So, I was dead. Paul's like, "You ready?" No. Hell no, I'm not ready. Paul Strake says, "I feel bad for that food, Derek. I hope you order a new solid fridge." I know, right? Sucks, man. I have so much meat in the freezer too. Alex McDonald says, "I think you need to try and find higher level training partners." I love my team to death. My team are fantastic, and there's guys up and coming. And if I can get Mega Mike to show up consistently to practice, that'd be awesome. I know he works a lot. But I mean, it's not just that. There's other ways to get it done in practice as well, using like rubber bands and things like that. I know what I need to work on, and I know ways to do it with the team I currently have. Let's see. Yeah, he looks bent. Farmer carriers are good, says the unflashable one. Yeah, farmer carriers are awesome. Paulin says, "Is that with the promoter in Italy or just with Armies?" Just with Armies. Well, I messaged his boy Issa just to try to set it up, but we're gonna go out there and just, I don't know, shoot some workout footage and maybe have a pasta eating contest or something. I don't know, just have fun. And we're gonna go visit Venice, Rome, and Verona, which is where Hermes lives, in Verona. Let's see. Bernardo says, "Do you think you and Austin belong in top 10 NA, top 10 in super heavyweights, or top 10 of all people?" Bernardo, which one are you talking about? Paulin says, "That was my weekly practice. I got to pull with a bunch of the supers. I think I may have left as sore as you. Hopefully." Paulin, pleasure meeting you, bro. Gonna kill Sasha, says Texas Piranha. Hell yeah. Tip says, "Derek, you and Paul are both great guys. Two of the best smiles in arm wrestling. Also, two of the best arm wrestlers." Oh, Paul's. I mean, I'm pretty nice, but Paul's really nice. Dingin Tarrant says, "How long has Jaggers been arm wrestling?" I don't think super long. What? Chat, someone let me know in there. Was it like 5 or 6 years? I don't know. I'm not sure. Paulin says, "Thanks, Texas." James said, "How about pancakes?" Yeah, pancakes. I love peanut butter on my pancakes. I had pancakes when I was over at the breakfast buffet in Philadelphia. It was super good. Bernard says, top 10 overall, North America. So then we're going to incorporate, I think John Brzezink's up there in the top 10. Yeah, I mean, I think it is. I mean, Jaggers beat me, right? Obviously, he has a win. I definitely think. I mean, in terms of looking at our level and strength levels and stuff, I think we're there. He got the win with endurance, so I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's like Austin's like way above me or anything like that, right? So, and then I think like Chance is like right around in there. There's Tim. Yeah. I don't. It's hard to answer it. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, well, Michael Todd's out now, right? Right-handed. He's gonna be out for a while, so we're not counting Mike. Yeah, I'd have to see how things work out, but yeah. Let's see. Paulin, Mike says 6 years. Austin's like 5 years. Says Paul. Okay. Paulin gave me a big head with all his compliments. You know your strap game. Yeah, the thing is, Paul, I did my match breakdown. Paul's asking about the straps. Wait, you know your strap game, same dude. Wait, what are you talking about, Paul? Am I understanding what you're saying? You're asking why didn't go to the straps? Is that what you're asking? Dave Anderson says top 5, top 10 is too many variables. Alex McDonald says, "Do you have to admit Chance would beat you now?" No. No. Especially in like a WAF setup. No. 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 No, I mean, Austin was great. He won that match, man. I feel like we run that back in 2 weeks. Like it was that close. Like we run that back in 2 weeks. I think I can win it. But who knows? Austin won it. Paulin says, "No, that was text." Oh, okay. Why not more straps? Gotcha. Yeah, I need to. I should have went to the straps earlier in retrospect, but you know, We need to see the match Chance versus Derek, says J-Web Fitness. At some point in life, it'll happen. Dave Anderson says, what is Alex smoking? I don't know, Dave. Maybe something strong. No, Chance is definitely like right there. I'm not saying it's landslide victory for me. I'm not saying that. But would still feel good taking a match with Chance. What do we got? 72 people in here, 30 likes, you guys. Thank you for clicking that thumbs up on your way in, helping boost the stream. So we're kind of caught up in the chat. 70 people in here. What I wanted to kind of touch on today was talking about endurance with arm wrestling. Obviously, I had an issue with endurance and arm wrestling. So there's a couple ways to look at arm wrestling endurance, right? There is what I fell victim to, right, which is like inner elbow connective tissue fading mixed with, that was blown up by being out of position and not being technically proficient, but connective tissue kind of dying and muscles kind of dying, right? And then there's the other argument. So not being able to process oxygen as well, not having those muscles working at that level long enough. But the counter to that is just being so strong that endurance isn't a factor, right? So going into this, post my match, right? There's a couple things I have to consider. One, just being generally more conditioned. Okay, for sure. I'm going to focus on the inner elbow and those connective tissue and trying to build that up. But at the same time, if I was 7 levels stronger than Austin Jaggers, endurance would not have been an issue, right? Endurance is only an issue if the strength levels are somewhere within the realm of each other, right? So I guess I want to talk to you guys about that and see, what do you guys think is a better thing to focus on? I already have my game plan, what I want to do. I just kind of want to know your guys' opinion. Do you think that just getting blatantly stronger where endurance, it shouldn't even be an issue because you're so much stronger than the other guy, is the route to pursue? Or trying to condition, or obviously, I guess both is the answer. But I guess if you had to choose one or the other. Let's see. Archdog says, I got to say, those elbow fouls are so minuscule. Some of them were legit. I mean, the refs there, I will say they were all legit elbow fouls, of course. I guess the question becomes like, what was worth calling, or how you, I don't know how you word it, because like there was ones round 2 or 3 in my breakdown I did it where I slowed down the video, but it's angles, too, so the refs see it at different angles. But some of them was like, man, it was like that's it, like like my forearm was on the pad, the tip came up while I was trying to pin, and it's like, and they're like, foul, and I get it is a foul. I don't know about position gained and stuff like that, but yeah, it's a hard job, dude. Reffing sucks. I was told, the refs I have refing my matches, Paul Lynn and Bart. I requested to have Paul be the upside the entire time, and Paul ditched me. So right when we're walking to the stage, Paul's like, "Hey, we're switching off." I was like, "Paul, you're my boy." Because I knew Paul would be super fair. Nothing bad against Bart Wood. I knew Paul would be super fair. First super chat of the night, Tips with the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Actually, you are the top donated so far of the day, my boy. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. First super chat. And let's see. Tip with the $5. Thank you, sir. You get to hang out with Shay for a little bit. And he says, go buy you and your daughter an ice cream cone. Maybe put some ice on the area. You was kicking yourself after the Jaggers match. That's a good one. That's funny. Yeah, I guess I do need to ice that, huh? Thank you for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate that. James says, due to loss, you are starting to rethink your training style. Or are you starting to rethink your training style? Tweaking, some tweaks. Not revamping everything, but tweaking, putting more emphasis on table time for a little bit. Prioritizing what I want to do in the gym while balancing it with table time, because you do hard. So my table time is going to get heavier, right? I'm a more intensive table time, which is going to set my gym work back. So then it's prioritizing the gym work I am going to get, things like that. But not changing everything. Paul says, you could have won that match. Took everything I had not to run over your corner and run my mouth. Let's see. J-Web says, let's go endurance pullers. Hell yeah. David says, pulling smarter. Seems like you tried to force the pin without having position. Yes, I agree. If you guys go back, watch the breakdown. Moderators, please post a link to the breakdown video I did. You guys saw my channel. I just put it up like an hour ago, where I go play by play, and I really explain why I didn't go for the press, why, you know, what went wrong, what I did wrong, and what I need to work on in the future. And I had a lot of conversations with a lot of top guys after that. I talked to Matt Mask for like an hour. I talked to a bunch of great guys, reached out to me and we spoke. So I definitely have a good idea of what went wrong, what I need to work on, and not too depressed about it. The Unflashable One says endurance or more finishing power. Finishing power is more important. Okay. Thank you. Another member in the chat, by the way, Unflashable One. Thank you, sir. Pound says, if you had to choose, it's like Levon versus Devin. I know, right? Strength, endurance didn't matter, says J-Web Fitness. Devil Rapper says, Derek, I would say ultimate goal would be pronation lifts and brachioradialis lifts. Hook lifts should be 3-digit kg wise. What do you think? I mean, yeah, obviously the goal is to get everything insanely strong. I mean, I agree. The Unflashable One says, I'm a noob, but my endurance has not been an issue, only finishing power. Benjamin Polfson says, Derek, you don't need more endurance, you just need more strength. Devin says that arm wrestling is a strength sport, not an endurance sport. Devin would say that. The best endurance in the history of the earth. Tex Brown says, if the forearm is on the pad and your elbow is in the confines of the pad, it's not a foul. I don't want to be that guy. I don't ever want to be that guy that's just talking about reffing. I'm not going to do that. Rebecca Todd with a $10 super chat. Hey, Derek, I think you look very strong. I want to message you an exciting update. Should I Ian Bridget, or how the actual hell do I message you? You have all the ways. You guys have my phone number, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger. Choose. Or Bridget. Yeah, either one. Yeah, of course, message me. Thank you for the $10 super chat. That's going to put Miss Rebecca Todd as the top donator of the chat. Hey. Miss Todd. It's hard to write all that. So with the $10 super chat, Miss Todd, thank you. Appreciate that, Rebecca. Yeah, any of the above. You guys have all my information. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Let's see. Where was I? Bernardo says, yeah, I think top 10 is doable. Devin, Jerry, Dave, Hutchings, Brazil, Corey, Pavlo, then probably you and Jaggers or Uncle Tim up there. Fork Tail Devil P38J says, I think at the highest levels it'll be very hard just to be levels above in pure strength. I agree. Paul Lynn says, Levon is the example for just being stronger. Without conditioning, you can wind up in his position with Hermes. Need both. Yeah, that's pretty much the position I ended up in, right? Dagan Tarrant says, going to train the thumb there. A ton of thumb flexion. That's what I got to get. DF says, I didn't agree with a lot of the foul calls. Sucks, man. That's such a there's a weird road that people go down in this sport. And I feel like once you start going down that road of trying to like blame referees or blame steroids and blame everything, I feel like you start allowing that thought process in your head, then it takes away from you taking accountability and wanting to train harder and fix things, right? I'm not going to think that way, right? And there's a lot of guys that will be like, you know, and I'm not saying Paul and them did bad or everybody screwed me over. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if I wanted to be super pessimistic about it, I could try to look into everything and point and do that, right? But that's just like then they'll take blame off me and not make me want to go train, right? I would rather take the blame, right, and put it all on me, which it is, and then just want to get stronger because of that, right? So I hate that. That's a very weird train of thought. You start going down that rabbit hole, and then you stop holding yourself accountable. When I start trying to blame other people or blame other things for why I'm having shortcomings, you know what I mean? So I don't like to go down that train of thought. It's just not productive. It just doesn't help me. Now, will I learn stuff? Yeah, there's a few things I learned. Like in terms of like my next super matches, I'm gonna know the rules ahead of time. I'm gonna have it all ironed out. I'm gonna know the exact rules. I'm not gonna find out the day of. That's my fault. I didn't press for it. You know, I'm gonna know exactly who's gonna be my ref, 100%. I just got to be more on top of that stuff, and that's my fault, right? And so there's things I'm still learning, you guys. Like I said in my other video, like that's my fifth high-level super match. I'm not Devin. I'm not Michael Todd. I'm not. I haven't had like 1,000 of these matches where I have it all dialed in. I'm still learning. And I'll get more efficient as time goes on with the matches and with the way I conduct myself and how hopefully the results will show that, right? Paul Lynette says at the ref meeting they decided to switch, started with Tim and Ron. The Inflashable one says, I guess technically you could say finishing power and endurance are the same though. Dave Anderson says, get in shape, 15% body fat, continue arm wrestling, specific training, but add what's necessary to tighten up. I know, I want to get jacked. Leo Landera says, I bet we go back to being a drinking team with an arm wrestling problem. That was the old team for sure. Archdoc says, hey, Paul, huge fan of yours, your off-the-table attitude. I think everybody's a fan of Paul's off-the-table attitude and on-the-table attitude. Wait, you're not a fan of Paul's on-the-table attitude? That's checked up. Mighty Silverback says, come back to fighting games. I never played fighting games. Eventually, you meet a guy stronger than his endurance, your only hope. You still have to be within the realm of strength to stop him and to make endurance an issue. Paul, isn't Levon an anomaly, though? I think we're going to see a lot of Levons in our lifetime. Meaning guys that are just get so overwhelmingly strong, it's crazy, who have breathing issues at the end of their matches. I think that's par for the course coming up, man. I really do. It's just going to be more and more guys like that moving forward. It's still amazing to see, and it takes a ton of hard work for them to get there for sure. Bridget Sexiness in the chat. There's my lady, my love. You guys, she's sharing YouTube videos right there. Paul Strength says, I think getting fundamentally stronger should always be the number one priority. That said, working on your endurance should not be neglected too much. Still, getting stronger is definitely far more important. Okay. Evil Clown says, keep healthy and grind. Results will come. Super fan from Portugal. Hey, shout out to Portugal, man. Hope you're doing well, Evil Clown. DF, what's going on? We're saying hi to Rebecca. Subdog, firm handshake. What's going on? Rebecca says, you never answer text? Yeah, I do. I can hear my phone going off right now. I'm not going to look at it right now while I'm on stream, but I promise right when I'm done, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. Jamie says she's right. Jamie Sheldon in the house. What's going on? Bridget says you have her number and IG either way as well. Yes. Jamie says Derek responds after naps. Yes. Hey, everybody give a big shout out to Jamie Sheldon. He has his super match this weekend against Noah Ito. So shout out to Jamie. Go down there. I'll be down there Saturday to watch your match, and I'll hang out for a little bit before I got to go to work. But best of luck, Jamie. I expect big things, although I let you down, so I can't really expect too much. I didn't hold up my end of the bargain. AK Luke, what's going on? Chase Miller, intelligent way of thinking. Thank you. You can just blame me, says Bridget. Yeah, right. Joe Neela says 100% blame Bridget for she's such a bad influence. David says Mega Mike versus Larry. I really want to see it. Chucky Peterson arm wrestling says Jack Derek would be way too strong. I know, right? Wait, I'm kind of jacked. No, I'm not. I'm not jacked. JWeb Fitness says, bro, if Derek was shredded, that'd be scary. You guys are really kind of hurting my feelings right now. I get it. I got body fat on me. Jeez, dude. Come on. At least I got a hot girlfriend. Let's see. Bernardo says Paul Lynn should bulk up a bit and take a shot at Kirgali Angarbayev. Ooh. Dude, I'm really interested to see Paul and Sasha. I know we got Paul in the chat, you guys. Don't be fake just because Paul's in the chat, all right? No fakeness. All right. Who wins? Paul or Sasha? Paul Lynn or Sasha? So Sasha Andreev, that's who Paul is pulling East versus West. You guys want to know your predictions? I know I got a pretty heavy North American following, so odds are they're going to put Paul pretty. I mean, I should have predicted that. But and I would also like to ask you guys in the chat, put how you see Paul beating Sasha. Do you see Paul? I mean, obviously Sasha generally hooks in a ton of side pressure. I would say he's more of a side pressure guy even than a pure hook puller. Almost that seems to be the most lethal part of his game. Something like a Todd Hutchings. What do you guys think? How do you think, if you think Paul beats him, how do you think Paul beats him? I'm interested to hear. Justin Cobble says, just got here, so not sure what it has been said so far, but it drives me nuts how people call arm wrestling endurance cardio. Drew 24 says, what do we have here? I'm out working right now. Shop and pay order at Walmart. Bernardo says, Kirgali, a.k.a. the Bruce Lee of arm wrestling, probably the best 105 kg puller. Probably. He's amazing. Castle Kingside, sub Derek, long time no see. What's going on, David? Hope you're doing well, man. Jay Cornell says, how do you think current Dennis does in a match with Hermes? I feel like it'd be a grinder. I feel like Hermes has it. I don't know. Right when you said it, right when you said that to me, I pictured Hermes winning. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. So without giving it too much thought and dwelling on it, I'm going to say I think Hermes wins. But maybe if I chopped it down more in my head, I could find ways to give it to Dennis. I just feel like Dennis is a little bit of an unknown as well still right now. And I think we kind of know where Hermes is at. So I'm going to go with Hermes right now. Dave Anderson says, indeed, we want it scary. Benji Mack in the house. Smoke 1848 says, I was so hyped up to meeting you. All my mental prep went out the window, and I didn't do any of what I planned. I also grabbed the pin peg at first like an idiot. It's all good, man. I was happy to meet everybody. Let's see. GA, what's going on? Jamie Sheldon is the man not fit for life, says Leo. I agree. Rebecca Todd saying, what's up to DF? I hope you know what you're saying. How Gallandine says, use a guitar account. When was the last time Sasha pulled? Ask the Unflashable one. It was East First West. No. Wait, what is Sasha's last match? It's not coming to mind right now. Justin says Paul should stay on the path he's on. He's pulling every legend imaginable and gaining great experience. I agree. USS Liberty never forgets. Says combat exercises are the best for arm wrestling, ? Trains muscles to work together. I believe they do train muscles to work together. I don't know if it's optimal in terms of getting the individual muscles stronger, but it does train them to work together. So muscle synergy or muscle coordination is what I like to call it. Yeah, it's definitely something super important. Paul beats him with grit, says the Unflashable one. All right. Let's see. What's the poll saying right now? 69% say Paul Lynn, 31% for Sasha. All right. Paul, you got a quota you got to meet here, bud. Let's see. Paul will kill him with kindness, says Leo. True Grit. Subdog says Paul was strong enough to let Rustam break himself on him. Sasha loses. ZZ Guitar Account says, I think Paul is going to go at him the way he did with Rustam. I'm sure he'll test that frame, that lane for first before going inside. All right. J Webb says, in a tournament, endurance over pure strength. Okay. Joe Nilo says, I legit can't answer who wins. Paul's been looking scary, but we haven't seen Sasha much recently since RVJ or WAF 2022. Yeah, we haven't seen Sasha's current shape. Subdog says Sasha has a super short arm. From what I hear, he does. He looks like he has a really short arm. I have a picture with him somewhere on my Facebook, but we didn't measure like forearms or anything like that. But he is not a very big dude. Deep says, do you think your intensity in the beginning of the match adrenaline dumps you? I didn't feel like I had an adrenaline dump in my match. I'm trying to think if I've ever felt that. Yes, but not within a match. Like I've got hyped up for a match and then calmed down. I would say my adrenaline was dumping for my left-handed match, but yeah, not within a super match. I've never felt an adrenaline dump within the super match. Bernard says Paul should apply dragging side pressure like Todd Hutchings style. All right. Fierce Steak. Are you not on as much gear as the top guys or not as genetically gifted or both? Well, I don't know what or who or what anybody's taking. And I don't know the definition of genetically gifted for the sport. So I'm not sure. I mean, the genetically gifted thing is kind of weird. I mean, what is the best genetics for arm wrestling? Someone explain that to me. I mean, that's been a topic of conversation for a long time. Is John Brzenk have the best genetics for arm wrestling? I mean, his hand's not super long. His forearm's not super long. So does a medium length forearm, is that the best genetics? Is it about, you're talking about the tendon thickness? What is genetically gifted for arm wrestling? What is the best? Yeah, so I guess I can answer that better. I'm not sure. David Marr says Arm Wars versus RVJ. Okay, so that was last time Sasha pulled. Interesting. Dave Anderson, let Paul go through his Rolodex of plans. Paul has a lot of options. He's a very well-rounded arm wrestler. Captain Obvious says, hey now, Derek, was an entertaining match with the Jagger. How was hanging out with the beer man? We didn't hang out too much. I mean, he sat down. I was eating some pizza and talking to him, but we really didn't get that much time together, me and Evan. I messaged him today saying, it kind of sucked. I wish I could have got to hang out with him. But we chopped it up a little bit. I mean, he's an asshole. Evan. Yeah, we didn't get to hang out as much as I thought. Rebecca Todd says, I believe in the White Orc. I think we all are cheering for the White Orc. For sure. Ricky Walker with a $20 super chat. Keep it up. Super stickers broke. There's no super stickers anymore, Ricky. I'll have to look into that and see what's going on. The top donator of the day. Thank you, Ricky, for taking the top spot, man, and supporting the channel. You're always over there dropping them stickers. I don't know why they're not active right now. I'll look into this right when we get done for sure. Ricky Walker with the, we're going to round up, say 20. Thank you, sir. Good to hang out with Chave. Keep him warm. Protect my boy. Thank you, sir. Thank you for supporting the channel at all times, man. You've been a big help. Subdog says, Sasha RVJ, but for us, I think he has been active in Russia. Okay. Dimki Lago says, do you think nerves play a role in arm wrestling? All these elite guys look like they don't even shake close to muscle failure, or is it something else? I'm not sure. I've never thought about the nerves, like the physical nerves and how it affects them arm wrestling. I'm not sure. I'd have to chew on that for a little bit. I don't know. David Morris says, "Sup, dog? Yeah, I believe so too." Devin Brown, Paul is a beast for sure. I think we all agree. Paul has 2 sets of shoulders. Deep says tendons and where are they connected? I think would be good genetics. Yeah. John got the fattest thumb. That's why John does have a fat thumb for sure. I believe in the Rebecca that believes in the white orc. Benjamin Polfson says, Derek, is long arms a disadvantage in arm wrestling? Has long arms myself, and I'm a fan from Denmark. Hey, shout out to Denmark, man. Thank you for being a fan. I think it depends on how you use it, man. There's situations where having a long arm can be helpful, and there's situations where not so much. I mean, if I'm forced to lower my elbow to the back of the pad, then my lever is not being utilized, right? If I can get my forearm vertical, then the long arms start helping out more. Also, long arms can generally lead to more options, meaning I can chase someone across the table and I'm not out of my strength or out of the match as I don't have as many limits on the table. So there's good and bad. Guys with shorter forearms can get tighter. If they hook and stuff, they can get closer to their core. So imagine trying to grab a tree branch and snapping it. If you grab it near the end of it, you can put some real pressure on it. But if it was a short tree branch, a little stump, you couldn't move that thing. It's right next to the base, right? So I don't know. There's weird arguments for both in different situations. Just which one would have more advantages in more situations? I'm not sure. Let's see. Sup Dogs is DF, medium length. Colin must have good genetics, says Deeps. He has Colin's hand, I think mine was as big as him in terms of length of fingers, but his thumb was like that much longer than mine. He has a crazy long thumb. The Unflashable one says, my nerves got the best of me my first tournament. I blacked out until it was time to go. Bernardo says, Paul Lynn looking extremely dry in recent matches. Should go to a bodybuilding contest right after the match. Dang, Paul. Was water cut, but I know he loads water after he makes weight. So I don't know. I don't know why he's looking dry to you. Tex Prana, if I had a bigger hand, I wouldn't mind having such a short arm, but I have an extremely small hand and short arm. Yeah, I think it's undeniable that having a small hand is a disadvantage overall. I can't think of a lot of situations where having a smaller hand is advantageous. Maybe being able to ball your hand up and slip inside their palm. That's about it. That's the only situation I can think of maybe that could possibly help. Corey McPhee says, I think you're too nice and need to be and need more of a bad intentions mindset. I found your King Cali match was more aggressive, Derek. I mean, if you look at the first 2 matches I had with Austin Jaggers, like the first 2 rounds, like I was in it. I was in it to win it, man. The energy felt good. Like to me, it felt my match against him felt the same headspace that I was against Austin and or Tom Nelson or any of that. Keane Griffith says, how is Paul the favorite? Paul 67% in the poll. I mean, I think you got to remember the people in the chat are mostly North American. Paul's North American, so obviously that's hometown love right there. And then Sasha hasn't been super active lately, and Paul has, so they got to play those things into it. Also, Paul just pulled Rustam, and Rustam got hurt against Paul. So he was strong enough to make Rustam get hurt. So, and Paul's done very impressive things lately. So it's not outlandish that Paul will be the favorite, especially in my chat, right? Yeah. Ricky, another $50 super chat. Hopefully super stickers come back soon. Here's paying the next 10 forward. Until then, keep it up. You are the man, sir. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, man. This helps out, guys. I had to call off work all weekend. This is helping me not be so broke. Thank you, guys. $50 super chat. Thank you. Updated the number. You're the man, Ricky. You the man. Thank you, sir. Always helping out, man. That's crazy. Thank you. Rebecca Todd says, ulnar nerve damage can make it next to impossible to feel and apply pressure with your bottom fingers in a grip. Radial nerve issues negatively impact your thumb and forefinger. Okay, I got you. Yeah, because your ulnar nerve controls these two fingers. It goes down through your elbow, and then the radial nerve is more up here on the top of your hand. Makes sense. I think Mike had his ulnar nerve moved, right? Was that the same thing Devin had, where they move it like on the side of the arm, I believe it was? Or they move it, I think that's what it is, if I remember correctly. They move it, right? Love to hear more about that. Bridget Sexness with a $5 super sticker. See, it's working. Ricky, I don't know. Bridget did a super sticker. I think that's a super sticker, right? Thank you, Bridget, for giving me $5. I know what she's thinking right now, that she gets to my house, she's going to take $5 from me. It's not happening. You just paid me. You paid for my love. Mito says, what's your advice if you have small hands and smaller forearms? Like I said, smaller forearms, you can get tighter. Generally, you can just start with your forearm vertical. Now, smaller hands, biggest thing about having smaller hands is don't put yourself in a situation where you need big hands, right? Just don't put yourself in a situation where you're trying to hold on to things and you need a ton of coverage and you need all this stuff. So I always tell guys on my team when they show up with smaller hands, like new guys, that they either need to be really fast or really proficient in the straps. Because at the top level, at an amateur level, yes, even with a small hand, it might be strong enough where you can contain people. Awesome. When you start getting up to those higher levels, that's just not going to happen, right? So straps or fast, like, so say you want to hook your hook puller and you have a small hand, you can get fast enough to shooting in there where you can get your hook before the guy even starts moving and utilizing his hand size, then that can be effective, right? But generally, you're going to be in the straps a lot, so get proficient in the straps for sure. If you have a small forearm, you keep that forearm vertical at all times. Benji says, gaming tonight? No, sir. Mike, what's going on? Wait. Sorry, got a little bit behind. Oh, no. Yeah, Benji's asking if Derek can come out and play. We're just saying no. Text Fry says, Rebecca Todd, I've been having issues in my neck and back and can attest to that for sure. My cupping and back pressure was affected by all that. Rebecca dropping knowledge. That's awesome, says DF. Rebecca says, nerve impingement in the neck can negatively impact reaction time to fire muscles in your arms, shoulders, back, etc. Nerves have huge impact on anything in life. I agree. Let's see. Text Brana says 100%. Everybody said hello and hello to Chave. You guys, no one really talks to Chave anymore. You guys think he's just like some kind of plant or something? I don't know. I just don't feel like Chave's getting a lot of love anymore. Yvonne Cook says, yeah, look at Dave Chafee. Ricky Walker, thanks, bro. Leo Landeros, the difference between the Tim and Austin match was I wasn't there screaming at you. I agree. It's all your fault, Leo. King Otto says, unlucky, but it was a very close match, and with some minor adjustments / improvements, you win it next time. I agree. Paul Strake says, Ricky coming through. Yes. Ricky, what links do you want me to share for you? Yeah, Ricky, do you have a channel or anything you want us to plug in the chat, man? Yvonne says, by the way, Derek, speaking of Chafee, have you gripped up with him yet? He's got some special strength. No, I haven't. You know that. We were just talking about this like an hour ago, Yvonne. You re-asking the question because you're in the chat? You guys, what are we at? 98 people in here, 62 likes. Can we get a like spike in the chat? I would appreciate that. Please, you guys, hit that thumbs up button. If you are on cell phone, please close out the live chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Bring back up the live chat. You got moderators, please, one more plug for the awswitch.com where you guys can buy hats, shirts, stickers, things of that sort. Also, check out all my socials and everything else in my link tree. Thank you, moderators, for putting those links in there. I appreciate that. Also, obviously, plug Rebecca Todd and Michael Todd's YouTube channel. Rebecca, you know what Rebecca's in here? Plug Rebecca's channel. Let's see. King Griffin says, Derek, how much your grip in a dynometer and the highest gripper you can close? I've closed a 3.5 on stream like a few times, and I don't know if I can do it right now though. And then I haven't tried the dyno. I did it. Oh no, I did try it, but I haven't tried it in a long time. I forget what my highest one. Actually, Ivanka can probably remember what I got. I can't remember. When I went to Dubai, the one time I went out there, I tried the dynometer out there. I can't remember what I got though. Andre Lupke says, yes, I have that issue too. They move it over the medial epicondyle, but most of the procedures cut some tendons and ligaments in your elbow joint. Rebecca says, his doc didn't move it. He opened up the area around it and made it housing to protect it. Oh, okay. Deeps, what's going on? Mike G in the house. Okay. Text Sparta says, Rebecca Todd, can't wait to see how Michael does when he gets healed up and back to training. He should have massive improvements. Like I said in the last stream, guys, I'm really excited to see. I think, after Mike heals, after Rebecca beats him enough time to make sure he heals and don't let him get out and start trying to train too early, Rebecca, keep him in check. Assuming Mike heals up and does it all the way Rebecca's going to be pushing him to do it. I think we see like an older Mike, like way more versatile on the table, in, out, around, trying different moves. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see a more offensive, fluid on the table Mike. I'm excited to see it. J-Wave Fitness says small hands should be straps right away, to be honest. Yep. Dave Anderson says, Chaves says the rebuilt monster is coming. Mr. Peanut, another member in the chat, says nervous system definitely plays a part in muscle memory training, and it must be trained for maximum performance, allowing various applications for maximum speed at times and power at others. Corey McPhee says, so when is King of Cali, and has Larry challenged you yet? I believe you beat him even after seeing the training videos. I don't know. King of Cali was not that long ago, so there's a while before that happens again. And no, he has not challenged me. DF sharing the AW Switch link. Thank you, sir. Yvonne says, I didn't ask you if you were grouped up with him. Actually, I know you were at the same East vs. West as him. You guys talk at all? No, we didn't really talk that much. Subdog says 3.5. Do it. No. Like I just said at the beginning of the stream, my right arm is still throbbing. Going for a max grip test right now is going to light my arm up. I'm not. I normally would. You guys know I normally would. I would have at all times. But it's not worth the pain that it's going to cause. My arm is calming down. It is relaxing. It's not a smart move. See, Subdog's trying to set me back, guys. He's trying to set back my training. Rebecca Todd says, he's talking to Texas Prana, says, I believe he will, if he continues following his doctors and physical therapist programming. Cool. Bridget sharing the link tree. Thank you. Casey Jones, how far can you hit a golf ball? I don't know. I haven't tried to hit a golf ball in a long time, man. I'll have to check that out and get back to you on that. I'm not sure. AAA says, Derek, you should start an arm wrestling club as a side income. I have an arm wrestling club. I don't charge my team because why would I charge people and make this sport smaller for my own small financial gain? There's 50 arm wrestlers in my area, and I'm sure a few of them would stop showing up if I start charging a weekly fee. I don't see lining my pockets as more important than charging them. Oh my God, there was a super chat, a $10 super chat from Ricky Walker. Sorry, Ricky, in my eyesight, I thought it was the old super chat. I just saw it's a new one. Thank you for another super chat, $10 super chat from Ricky Walker, saying, must be y'all San Diego Wi-Fi down there. Super stickers aren't working up here in San Jose on the iPad or the iPhone. I don't know. That's crazy. Sorry, man. I don't know. If it worked for Bridget, I don't know, man. I don't work at YouTube. I wish I could troubleshoot that for you. Like I said, when I get done with here, I'll check it out. What's enabled. Either way, man. Thanks again for supporting the channel. You're the man. You're the man. I'm not sure why that's not working out. Ricky, you arm wrestle? Have we met? What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you in arm wrestling? Tell me in the chat. But yeah, AA, like I said, man, I'm not going to try to damage the sport for some small financial gain. My team will practicing with my team is free and will always be free as long as I'm the captain, for sure. So yeah. DF says give that arm some good R&R. Yes, sir. Rebecca Todd, yes, stay on him. Don't let him get ahead of himself. I just picture like Mike like just getting so antsy about wanting to train. Knowing him, I know he's dying to train. Yvonne says, remind him of that Zloty trophy. There you go. Healing is max important. Don't let Michael Todd train at all costs as Paul strength. That's fair enough. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, says Richard Jennings. Yes, everybody, please, thumbs up. Casey Jones says, what is your shoe size? 15, 16, depending on the shoe. My Crocs are 16s. Dungeon Master Arm Wrestling says, what's up, Derek? Hope you're well. Enjoyed your match. Much respect. That looks like a YouTube channel. Moderators, please plug the Dungeon Master Arm Wrestling. That looks like a YouTube channel. Thank you, man. Much respect to you. Zach W., another member in the chat, says, yo, Derek, you the man. I run ultra marathons and read a ton about endurance. You should check out Dr. Phil Maffetone's work on how to increase endurance without sacrificing strength. I'll have to check that out, man. If you get a chance, send me the link to that on like Instagram. I can watch it. I have a really bad memory, and I'm worried I'll forget about it as soon as we're off here. But I'd love to check that out. Richard Jennings says, good evening, Rebecca. Hope you're doing well. Everybody's saying hello to Rebecca, as they should. Trey Suit says, great work, Derek. Thank you, sir. It was nice seeing you over there. Thank you. Dungeon Master says he's on Instagram, but DF, thank you so fast with it. We got to check out his Instagram as well, guys. Levi Rotkowski says, hey, Big Derek, great super match. You're a beast. Keep training hard and stay strong. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All the love. Man, I've honestly been getting so many uplifting, like positive comments since the match, guys. Yeah, I just, I don't know, or maybe it's just the people I surround myself with are positive people that like me, so they say nice things. I don't know, because my mom is in the chat, you guys. Not like right now. I don't know if she's in here right now, but she's in all the chat rooms, like of the live streams and stuff. And I saw her yesterday, and she's like asking me, Derek, do you know who like Sniper Bob 222 is? Who is that? She gets all mad because people run their mouths on the internet, saying crazy stuff and talking crap about me, and she gets so wound up, man. I had to calm her down. Mom, she's like, I'm gonna start telling him. I'm gonna let him know. Mom, calm down. That's how the internet works. Behind the keyboard, everybody's tough and crazy and has all their strong opinions. Like, but she gets mad. She's ready. My mom's pissed at you if you talk crap about me. Just know that. Know my mom hates you. Ricky with another $10 super chat. Never even been on a table before. Just finding the competition entertaining. Oh, good, man. Well, what are some of the matches? You don't have to keep super chatting me, buddy. You can just put it in the chat. You don't have to keep sending me money. Who are some of your favorite arm wrestlers that you like to see? I want to get to know you a little bit, Ricky. You're always here to support me, man. I feel like I don't know nothing about you. Let's see. Trey says, you plugged my channel last week, and I got some subs. Thanks, big dog. Well, let's plug it again. All right? Let's plug it again. Let's plug Trey's channel. Honestly, guys, when I'm on YouTube, any channel I see that's arm wrestling, I subscribe. Besides one channel, I've never subscribed to it on purpose. But every other channel, I've subscribed. Let's see. What's the one channel you guys think I never hit subscribe to? I wonder how long it's going to take for someone to say it. Someone already said it. I'm not going to say who it is, but people are already saying it. I just can't bring myself to do it. And like literally any channel I see, if it has to do with arm wrestling, subscribe to it. Why not? Obviously, I'm an arm wrestler. I might as well subscribe to all arm wrestling channels. Like, you know what I mean? And plus, I like to be in there and see I like to feel the community and what they're talking about and what's the popular topics and what's everybody getting involved with. And so I subscribe to everything that has to do with arm wrestling, besides the one. But it's not like everybody doesn't send me that guy's videos anyway. Let's see, how would you rate Micaiah Polk's growth in the sport and potential? I'm having a brain fart on that. Who that is? I don't. I'm not sure who that is, man. Off the top of my head. Levi says, "You are the first person to ever pronounce my last name right." Oh, what? How do people mispronounce it? Radkowski. Rotowski? Was that what they say? Did they not say the K? I don't know. Bridge Sexton says, your mom and I are going to start background checking soon. Hire a private investigator. I know there's a couple comments of people blaming Bridget, like legitimately, I think, trying to blame Bridget for me losing. Ever since she got in his life, he's been losing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Richard Jennings says, I got a question for you, Derek. Just before the ready go, when two people are applying back pressure, do you at some side pressure at the same time or some pronation? Because I have a hard time from matching the P pressure. Well, if you have a hard time matching someone's pressure, don't, and go to a ref script. In a ref script, they're not allowed to load. So if you think someone loading up beforehand is causing you a lot of issues, then don't load, man. And get a ref script where if you load, it's a foul. That's the first problem for sure, or first solution to that problem. But side pressure, yeah, some people will load up side pressure, but it's really apparent in a setup because it'll open up their arm and the ref can kind of see it. Most of the time, it'll be back pressure and cupping you'll be feeling and a load because top rollers are usually the ones that like to load the most, or outside pullers are usually the ones that like to load the most, and outside pullers generally hammer curl and pronate and a little bit of cupping to try to get that wrist out. So yeah, I would say that that's a common pressure. Subdog says Derek's mom rocks a brick in her purse. Richard Jack says person I'm pulling, then adding side pressure after the ready go. Oh, hard time matching the person I'm pulling, then adding side pressure after the ready go. I got you. Yeah, man. Go to a ref script. Dennis Cyplenklops. Oh, I wish I could see that picture and blow it up on the stream. Says hello, Derek. Any advice for strap training outside of table time? When you do your pronation at like the gym and you have something over your thumb, like a martial arts belt, I have it going around my hand the same way a strap would. So there's a lot of lifts I'll do in the gym where I try to replicate how a strap would be sitting on my hand and where that pressure would be. So that way you get used to getting more, because in strap pulling in an arm wrestling table, you want to utilize that bottom strap to have the most horsepower. That's what I call the horsepower strap. So that must be pressure in that strap at all times. This is like the hand control strap, right? But there must be pressure here. So even when you do your lifts, if you learn to start putting more pressure on that bottom strap, then that'll translate over to the table pretty well. But besides that, and that's just building some comfort in the straps and knowing where to apply pressure. Besides that, man, it is going to be mostly table time. So it's the best I got for you. Unflashable one says, when I start uploading footage of me not getting flash, will you plug my channel? Of course, man. I'm here for everybody. Trey says you're the king. Everybody's naming channels. Let's see. Derek never plugs Ray and Giannis. I love Ray and Giannis. What are you talking about? They're amazing. Ray and Giannis are fantastic. They have a bigger channel. I usually don't plug channels that are like 10 times the size of my channel. I mean, I'm assuming everybody subscribed to me is already subscribed to them. But I mean, if they need it, I'll help. Of course I'll help. How many people got it right? Like 4 or 5 people got it right. B3N says, besides the one, is that Pradeep? AA says he was the black dude who competed at Monster Factory 3 against Leroy Walker. I remember Leroy competed, but I can't remember who it was against or the match specifically. To be honest, man, I'd have to go back and watch it. Subdog says, I got an idea to help the sport. You could have a screenshot session where you post as many current arm flyers on the screen so we can capture the flyer. Huh? B3N says, good, very good. Rebecca says, he pulled the M. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know enough about him, man. To be honest, I don't want to speak incorrectly. I'd have to do more research for sure. Bridget says, that's not true. I've been in your life for almost 11 years. So see, there you go. Defense Foster says, Pradeep, the one-arm wrestling channel who's a bootlicker. How dare he? What? Dungeon Master Arm Wrestling says, apologies if it's already been covered. Your thoughts, Derek, on Ingen asking YouTubers not to do live commentary streams on East vs. West going forward? No, we have not talked about that yet, and that is a hot topic right now in arm wrestling. So Ingen recently asked everybody to no more live commentary streams on his channel of East vs. West. Now, while I don't think that there's a way he can enforce that, like legally, because they're not actually having the footage, it's more like as a favor. And all the big channels that people would actually watch are indebted to or friends with Ingen, and so they're not going to try to piss him off, I don't think. So you might have some channels of people that don't care about developing a relationship with Ingen Terzi, or don't ever want to be on East vs. West and things like that, who might try it still. But I think it'd be a hard time him enforcing it. Now, what are my thoughts on how it might affect pay-per-view? I've read all the comments about it and the different posts about it, and I understand a lot of the general public are pissed off about it. They think that Engen's being small-minded and he's trying to monopolize, views and not letting the public, do their thing. Nobody I know so far has run actual tests on this and knows the analytics of how much this actually affects Engen's live stream, right? So people are saying they for sure know it doesn't affect it, or other people saying they for sure know it does. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if because people watch Ryan Bowen's live commentary of East vs. West, if they're not buying East vs. West. I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows the real answer to that, right? I know that Ingen Terzi is a friend of mine. I know that I owe Ingen Terzi a lot, a friend and a coach and a mentor. I know that when Ingen, who's doing the biggest things in arm wrestling for our sport and has put his entire life into the sport, asks for a simple thing like don't commentate on it, to me, it's a no-brainer, obviously. Like, Ingen, you're like one of the few guys holding up this sport, and putting your life on the line for it and your livelihood. And you want people to not stream it. Is it that important that they do live commentary? To me, no, not a big deal. Obviously, I have a different relationship with Ingen than the general public, so I get it, right? But that's my outlook on it. It's not a big deal. It's not that important. If Ingen doesn't want us to do commentary, just don't do the commentary. It's not a big deal. If it even helps a little bit, cool. I'm with that. Say Ryan Bowen has 15,000 viewers during the live commentary, and three viewers didn't buy the East vs. West because Ryan was doing the commentary, then that's still some money going off Ingen and everything he's doing. And this East vs. West isn't there for Ryan Bowen to benefit off of. It's for Ingen and all the production he's putting into it, right? So I don't know, man. I'd be interested in seeing the analytics on how much it actually affects it and stuff like that, and people finding that out. But yeah, to me, it's not a big deal, man. Ingen says don't do it, then just don't do it. Like, he's giving everybody this gift. If Ingen wasn't doing this, we wouldn't have East vs. West. Like, if Ingen says don't do commentary on it, just don't do it. Is it that important that you do commentary on it? Like, you know what I mean? Is it the end of the world? Like, it's his thing. I don't know, man. That's how I see it. But I get that other people want more. There's commentary of the live matches. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I get it. I get Ingen is hard-headed. He is angry. I feel you guys. I feel you on that. But I don't know. It's his baby, and he's done so much for the sport. Is it that big of a deal? He's a man. You want the sport to grow, you must invest. Some people say, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let me catch you back up in the chat. Levi says Derek versus Shane Owens would be a good match. Let's see who that is. DF says, Tim, it's a big mistake. People will be less inclined to help advertise him now. Megatron says, Dungeon, I was trying to ask that too. Ingen didn't want Aussie, Uncle John, Pradeep, you guys like no commentary. What's going to happen? DF says I could be wrong. Dennis said Planklops. Thanks, Derek. I'll make those adjustments. Richard Jennings, thank you so much for answering my question. Of course, man. Ray needs to be plugging Derek, says Trey. Yeah, Ray, why don't you plug in me? Remember when CDs were cool, says Casey Jones. I do remember when CDs were cool. Trey says it's definitely pretty. Chucky Peterson Arm Wrestling says Grant Dietz channel. Grant's been making videos roasting me, and I've been laughing my ass off. Grant's an idiot. Grant knows he's an idiot. Like, when Grant says something, it's so trolly and wrong and like just so blatantly stupid that I can't even get mad at it. When Grant makes a video, I'm watching the video dying of laughter with everybody else. Like, just saying the dumbest stuff. Derek's not even an arm wrestler. He's only a commentator. He's like stupid. It's with his stuff, it's so wrong that he knows he's saying the dumbest crap there is, right? It's guys that say that dumb crap, but they think they're right and they're being serious, and it's like that. It's really bad. That's the one that gets a little annoying. But when someone's that dumb and saying that stupidest stuff like Grant, like I don't even get mad at it. I just laugh at it. It's so stupid. Deep says a lot of people can't afford it, so they would never buy it in the first place. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, a lot of people wouldn't get it either way. Totally understand that. That was my guess, Chucky, but I think it's actually pretty deep, judging by the comments. Sarah says, I agree. Okay, cool. Dave Anderson. Sarah, by the way, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Dave Anderson, Egan has people in his ear that I believe it does. Megatron says, but those guys make money for the live commentary with super chats and views. They're not going to stop and give that up. The only person I would see not giving it up would maybe be Pradeep. But everybody else, Pradeep is down. He doesn't care about burning bridges. But everybody else is involved in arm wrestling. Like if Ryan Bowen ever wants another invite to East versus West or anything like that, or to do commentary, then he's not going to do it. So there's people that are not going to burn that bridge with Egan. Like that's why a lot of those channels won't do it. So it'd be people that don't care about burning that bridge with Egan. Those would be the ones that would do it. So maybe Pradeep. Uncle John's an arm wrestler, and I don't know if I know he's friends with Evan Burgoyne, so maybe Evan Burgoyne would do it. It'd be someone like that might end up doing it, but most people won't. Deep says, does listening to a football game ruin the turnout in the stadium? Yeah, but we're also talking about a sport a lot smaller than that. You know what I mean? Egan's a man. You want the sport to grow, you must invest. Captain Obvious says it will push more people to find pirated streams. Recent King of the Table had a record amount. Dungeon Master Arm Wrestling says, love East vs. West. Egan has definitely earned all the success with it. Dave says, people will get together, just not as big of groups. Megatron, people do commentary live for football, baseball, still stadium gets tickets and sold. People still watch. There's live commentary on all their sports. Suddenly we can't have it on arm wrestling, so one guy theoretically can make more money. But I'm just saying that, like, we're not, in contrast to that comment, we're not where we want to be, right? The goal would be that Engen and all the athletes at East versus West are like balling out of control, right? That sponsors look at that and they see how many he's selling, how many views he's selling, and how many he's getting on his YouTube channel when he uploads the footage later. And so if we want one league to be booming where John Brzezinski is getting, $100,000 for taking the match, then like that league needs to be successful and show sponsors and everybody that league is successful and that the views are all going to that league. So that way sponsors want to get involved. If they know that on the East versus West stream is popping off, then Dr. Pepper will be way more prone to getting involved in sponsoring East versus West if they know there's views and buys going to East versus West and the East versus West YouTube channel, right? It's a bigger drive for things like that. So I don't know, man. I want to see East versus West take off and do amazing, be the hands down the top promotion. Unflashable One says Egan said it's because he asked to do live commentary on King of the Table, and the event organizer told him no, it does not help. Okay. Megatron defense, I think you got it down straight, honestly. And guys, it's okay to have contrasting views on it. Like I said, it's not a big deal. Cancel laughter is Grant like Matt Silva. He's way worse than Matt Silva. But the argument can be made that through those live commentaries in the long term, more pay-per-view will be generated because of the exposure of those streams. Yeah, as I said, like I really would love to know the analytics, like the numbers, exactly how it affects it and stuff. Corey says, analytics-wise, for me personally, I told my brother to listen to Aussie and Uncle John while he was on the road. Since that podcast, he buys pay-per-view, since I've brought at least 6 of the 10 pay-per-views similarly. Okay. Unknown says, Grant is like Monster Michael Todd, I guess. I don't see that at all. Andre Lepke says, if it was Grant, he would have said so. Must have been pretty. Trey says, Grant is trolling hardcore. I know, right? John Warner, hey, Mr. Smith, I'm fairly local in Fontana. Are your table practices in Highland or Calamasa? I'd like to get some entry-level practices time in. Your content has inspired me to give arm wrestling a try. Sorry, energy drink. We are in Highland, California, man, on Sundays at noon. Message me on Instagram if you can. It's AW Derek. Message me on Instagram, and we'll talk more specifics. Cool Burn, Carlo, we all miss you. Please come back to the team. Please, we miss you. What's going on? Levi says, hey, Derek, I'm a 16-year-old about to attack the top 10 super heavyweights list in North Carolina. What is a good way to grow my name and brand as an up-and-comer? I mean, obviously, starting the YouTube stuff and start putting that out there right now. Just start getting the content going, get used to editing, start putting your name out there. Get active in all types of chats and all types of – there's so many shows and stuff. Get active in all of them like you are in mine, right? Moderators, please plug Levi Radkowski's channel. Like stuff like that. Keep putting yourself out there. Get your name just seen all the time. Then, obviously, get strong, win. Are the other best things to do, and that'll start speaking for itself. But you got to make sure you have all your socials in line. You have your Instagram, you have your YouTube, you have all your things in line so people can find you and reach out to you, and you can be putting out more and more content of who you are out to the public as you grow, right? So those are the two biggest things. I mean, obviously you got to train your ass off and do all that stuff, but I'm talking about in terms of just growing your brand. Yeah, I mean, just stay with that and piece by piece, man, slowly but surely. Wing Zero says, I'm going to try being abducted by space aliens. Not sure how, but it's a goal. I asked them to use their science to turn me into the best arm wrestler someone Levon can't move. Well, good luck with that. Let me know how that works out. That was great. Canceled laughter. Rob says, it will be who's going to be his GSP. Sarah Latona says, just like what Table Monkey did with having Proper 12 as one of their sponsors, that's the type of companies we need to help our sport grow. I agree. Z's Guitar Count. Grant better work on that muffin top before trying to talk smack on Derek. The Unflashable one says, imagine if ESPN buys East vs. West and leave Engen as matchmaker. That would be amazing. Foster says, I want to see East vs. West grow more and more too, but if it fails, there are much bigger issues at play than live commentary and doesn't show neither official image nor sound. Tex Prana, Levi, tell Hunter if you beat him, he has to make a bunch of different flyers and posters for free to post on social media. There you go. Chucky Peterson Arm Wrestling says, Grant is funny. Finally popped in one of his lives the other day. It was great. Yeah, I was in there. I was super chatting him in one of his live streams a couple weeks ago, just talking crap to him. Trey says, YouTube is really fun and the commentary is great. Let's see. Devin plugging Levi's YouTube channel. John Warner says, awesome. Thanks for the guidance. I don't have IG, but my girlfriend does. I can message you on her account and get an upcoming Sunday at noon potentially scheduled with your instruction. Is that okay? Yes. We have a tournament this Saturday down in San Diego. And so I'm not going to be polling, so I'll still have practice on Sunday. It'll be a small practice because most of the guys are going to the tournament, but they'll still be practice this Sunday. Bridget, you saw that. His girlfriend's messaging me, all right, because he doesn't have an Instagram. Derek, are there some specific strength athletes / people you'd like to see in arm wrestling? Yeah, I mean, of course, obviously, like Brian Shaw. Really interested to see what Mark Felix could do. Dude, just so many people. What would Shaq do? No, I don't know. That list would be crazy long for sure. Colorado Arm Sword, what's up, Ka? Hey, Veronica. Was Veronica in here? I haven't seen Veronica. Right? Am I tripping? Was Veronica commenting? I don't feel like I've seen Veronica today. Foster says, Grant, $5 on Grant, telling you right now. Paul Strength, what's your favorite soda? Would you have Dr. Pepper Cherry in top 3? Ooh, Dr. Pepper Cherry is really good. I like Pepsi in a can. For some reason, I grew up with it. I like the aluminum taste. Coke in a bottle, and then I really like Squirt. Probably Squirt. Kevin Callahan says, Derek, do you think your arm length is a negative against a shorter opponent? Depends on their style and what style I'm going for. John Warner says, awesome. Good luck to Alpha Empire. Let's go. All right, you guys, I caught up on the chat. It is 5:46. What's going on, guys? You guys just gonna let me catch up like that? 91 people, 88 likes. Thank you guys for all the likes. That's a very good ratio. I appreciate that and all the love we got today. Yeah, you guys, I can't believe you guys just let me catch up like that. Like I was just chilling. Like that was medium speed. I mean, y'all are off your game this week. Y'all are off your game. Foster, I'll see you later, bud. Have a good one. Later, bud. Have a good one. DF, Mountain Dew, Baja Blast. I hate Mountain Dew. So it's so gross. Flash 1, we only got Senor Pepper, where I'm from, Dungeon Master. Did you see any of the Armed Gods matches, Derek? What did you think of the setup? Yeah, with the lights, dude, it was crazy in there. I feel like if I was going to have a match at Armed Gods, I would tell them I need consistent light. You got to turn that strobe light crap off while I'm arm wrestling. I mean, it's cool. It looks cool, especially with the intros and stuff. But during the match, it was like, it was too much for me during a match. I would need, during the match, just one solid light. Like, it was just, I feel like I'm going to go into a shock or whatever, or have like a brain aneurysm with all the blinding strobe lights. But the energy looked awesome, and the setup looked really cool. Clay Dog says, I can't believe you got destroyed. 3-2? Destroyed? I guess we have different definitions of destroyed, my sir. AA says, do you like spicy food? What's your tolerance? Yeah, I'm pretty good with it. I've been actually having bad acid reflux the last couple of years, though, but I like spicy food. DF says, how dare you, Derek? How dare I what? I had a seizure. Oh, the Mountain Dew comment. Oh, okay. Kevin Callahan, do you think Michael Todd can ever be the same? No, I don't think he's going to be relying on that same move, but I think he can be something even more threatening and more offensive. Bridget says, I can't believe you didn't say Dr. Pepper or iced tea. They said soda. What's my favorite soda, didn't they? I drink a lot of iced tea, guys. A lot of unsweet tea. And Dr. Pepper's great, too. It's just, I feel like in the top 3, you got to have some kind of light soda in there. Brandon Christian, how about Arm Wrestling Expo? Get everyone together. That would be cool. How have your strength metrics improved? I mean, since I got started arm wrestling, that was a long time ago, man. I don't know. Everything's kind of improved a lot. I don't know. Like, I've gotten a lot stronger since I first started arm wrestling. I don't know how to explain that, I guess. How close is your left to the right? They're pretty different from each other, to be honest. Yeah, they're pretty different. Did you get a Philly cheesesteak and run the Rocky Steps? Of course I did, Captain Obvious. We actually did. Oh, I didn't run the Rocky Steps, though. We walked them. Bridget ran them. I filmed her. And we got a Philly cheesesteak at, what was the place called, Bridget? So there was the famous cheesesteak places, and then we were told by a local guy not to go there. And he gave us the local best spot. The Philly sports guy, Jamie, who's an arm wrestler, he told us where to go. So we went to the place he said, which ended up being really good. Johnny Dank says sweet tea over Dr. Pepper. Trey says Halo 2 or 3. Halo 2 for sure, 100%. Stupid question. Move. Next. Coke Float would be my favorite soda, says DF. What? Hey, we went to this restaurant in NA. She ordered just water and asked the server to bring the entire pitcher for him to drink. Oh, yeah. Yep. I drink a lot of water. Honor Palmer or sweet tea? Oh, both of those sound disgusting. I'd go Arnold Palmer before I go sweet tea. I don't like sweet tea. DJ Techno Boom, you got to do more pull-ups, I think. I love pull-ups, man. I want to get more into pull-ups. It's just my elbow needs to be pretty healthy to do it. Super chat from Z's Guitar Account. I saw it, and I was just like, I got wrapped up reading the chats. Thank you, Z. Thank you. I appreciate the love, brother. Thank you for the $10. I heard they're going to add a fog machine to the next Arm Gods event. I thought there was a fog machine there. Was there not? That sounds badass. I'm definitely going to watch Arm Gods, man. All the guys that put that on are great. Love all those dudes. Wait, where's Marcus been? That just reminded me. Where the hell? Where's Marcus at? And where's White Wolf? Oh, these guys. Where are they at? I just realized I'm not seeing them in the chat. Someone send them a message. Tell them I'm very disappointed that they haven't been hanging out with us anymore. Thank you for the $10 super chat, brother. I appreciate that, man. Rebecca says, Kevin Callahan, I think he can be better. It's all up to him. That's true. Rebecca, you're gonna be driving. What's up with that? Everybody is sharing that post you made about you driving the RV. What the heck was that? I keep seeing that all over the internet. Everybody talking about that you had to drive that RV and you were not happy about it. I'm glad you're safe. Dr. Pepper is the correct answer. Sorry, says Drew. Dr. Pepper is amazing. D'Alessandro's. That's the place we went with the Philly cheesesteaks. It was good. Texas says, guys and gals, Derek quit video games and vaping today, by the way. Dungeon Master Arm Wrestling says, Arm God's coming to Canada later this year. It'll be off the hook. Oh, cool. Trey says, I knew you were a real one. Halo 2 is the best game ever. Halo 2 is awesome. Halo 1 was really good, too. What would you say are the physical/technical attributes you need to work on the most? Physical, all of the above. I don't know, man. I don't know which one's most important. Like what I'm most deficient in strength. Probably, I guess, if we're not talking about strength, then probably my inner elbow. I don't want to say endurance, but my connective tissue holding longer. How else to word that? Is probably the most physical thing. Now, technically, I need to learn or be more offensive minded. I have to change some muscle memory in terms of me at practice, letting people get what they want, and getting so used to holding everybody that I rarely ever take my move and sit there in my move and be offensive in my move. So that's what's going to happen in practice. Is just being more offensive minded and a little more selfish. Paul Strang says, what's your PR on the side pressure lift with the wrist wrench, bro? I don't do that lift, so I don't know. Do chin-ups, says Techno Boom. All right. There was a ton of fog in Arm Gods. I felt like there was, right? Kevin Collin, DF sharing the Arm Gods link. Thank you, DF. Kevin Collin says, even though Corey is strong and appears to be an up-and-comer, where does he stand with regard to the East opponents? Depends on, the East opponents. I don't know. There's a lot of different East opponents at different levels. So it's kind of a hard answer or question to answer, I think. Flashable one. Wait, where'd I go? Just saw it. Where the heck? Oh, you gonna play Diablo 4 and be a good rest when arm wrestling? No, sir. I'm not gonna do gaming right now. I was playing a lot of Call of Duty Warzone, and I'm taking a break from gaming for a little bit. Super chat. $5 super chat from Rebecca Todd. Says, Derek, I almost killed us both and our dogs. Wind plus 18 wheels plus screwed up roads. I almost flipped it. The most terrifying 45 seconds of my life. Oh. Wait, where was Mike? Was he next to you or was he sleeping? That's scary, Rebecca. I know you too. You zoned in. You were probably shaking. I can't imagine. I'm glad you guys are okay. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, that post looked pretty serious. Let's see. And I'm happy that the dogs are okay. They heard you wear Crocs, says Dave Anderson. Yeah, I wear Crocs. That's recent. Bridget bought me Crocs. You guys blame Bridget. They're like sandals. They're easy to put on, man. They're comfy. I don't arm wrestle in Crocs. I took a picture. I arm wrestle in shoes, obviously regular tennis shoes. I went back to the room and changed my clothes and everything like that, and just put on the Crocs and went back down to the event and was just talking to people. What's your favorite energy drink? Right now I'm drinking the Blue Monster, the low carb one. I like those. I can't drink a regular Monster. It's too syrupy. DJ Techno Boom says, you know what's good for endurance? A punching bag. Yeah, you know what's not good for my elbows? A punching bag. I'll be playing Diablo 4 for sure. Deep says, I'd love to watch Derek stream video gaming. Hey, I'm good. Ask Benji and whoever's played with me in here. I'm pretty good. Not as good as I used to be, but I'm pretty good. Dave Anderson, Tim yelled at Derek walking down the hall because he was wearing Crocs. Yeah, he did. I was walking down the hall and he goes, "Oh, those Crocs!" I hear it all the way down the hallway. Back above my Crocs, old man. All right. I should have yelled, "Yeah, if you wore some Crocs, maybe you would have beat me." I should have said that. Damn it, I'm not fast enough with it with the comebacks. I should have said that. World at War, Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare. $20 super chat from Silky Wilkie. Sorry I'm late. All right. Apology accepted because you paid your way in. Silky, thank you for the super chat, brother. I'm glad you're here, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for the support. You're the man. Coolburn says, I'll be at practice at 26 and still at grandma's. Yes. Do you have to duck to go through door openings? No. Most doorways, no. Of course, Tim's the man. Drew24 says Diablo. People talking to Rebecca about how scary that sounds. Unknown says Mike Evilman, LOL. Oh, is that Russian? Someone speaking to me? I don't speak Russian. And it doesn't translate it. I don't know what you said. Someone translate that for me. You see, Beerman stole 2 Dragon trophies from Winter Blast. Did he? Josh knows surname says Derek. Whether you're doing a defensive or offensive move, it's always an isometric. So you need to do isometric time holds for endurance. Is that an isometric? 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 You know? Are there isometrics? Yes. But people have said that a bunch of times it's purely isometrics. No, there's a lot of concentric movement in arm wrestling as well. A lot. But there's isometrics involved as well. I'm not saying there's not, but there's definitely a lot of concentric movements. Rebecca says he was next to me. I wasn't only shaking, I was crying. Sounds scary. Rebecca asked from Michael back up to Monster Michael Todd to not pull too soon. Paul Strank says, any advice on how I can speed up the recovery of inner elbow tooth pain from pulling and side pressure training? I have a variety of rubber bands. Would any pump / light rep work? It's usually that kind of pain is usually your ulnar nerve being inflamed is the most general pain from there. If like your hands are shaking and stuff like that. So then there would just be anti-inflammatories, time, ice to make everything deflame, things like that, man. If that's what it is. If it's actual muscles and stuff, then give some time and do some active rehab on it. If you can find a way to isolate it. AW Emma, there's my little face. There's my little girl. What are you doing on here? You at Nana's house? Where are you at? Chucky Peterson says, have a great night. Beasts. See you later, Chucky. Chucky Peterson, arm wrestling. Have a good one. Derek, please flash me in practice. That sounds suspect. Unknown says, Zara used to play games too. You don't play no games no mo. What is the minimum height a super heavyweight should be? I don't know. I have no idea. I'd base it more off the hand size than anything. Sharkton McJames says, do you know of any arm wrestling clubs or gyms in the SC area? I'm in Greensville, and I can't seem to find any clubs. South Carolina? Yeah, you want to message Damian Schlosser on Facebook. I mean, someone share some kind of link to Damian in here, some way for Sharkton to find Damian. I don't know, or Hunter, or one of those guys from South Carolina, please. Mike, I don't know what you want to share, maybe their Facebook link or something. Find one of their links, their Instagram, put it in the chat, please. $5 super chat from Carolyn. There she is, my lady. Thank you for hanging out, Carolyn. We missed you. Let's face it, Derek, you were the baddest dude at Winter Blast. The flight there and the flight attendant and fellow travelers let you down. Hashtag stand up. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Carolyn. You're always amazing. Yeah, the flight sucked, but I slept. I slept like 7.5 hours. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad. I really didn't feel exhausted or anything for the match. The problems that came during the match were ones I could have told you potentially would have been problems had I known it was going to be more of an endurance match. But the flight sucked, but I definitely slept like 7.5, 8 hours that night. So no excuse. Nope. Not making an excuse. The only thing about me not feeling good was because I didn't work hard enough and I need to be in better shape. It's my fault. It's not the flight's fault. It's nobody else's fault but mine. Thank you, Carolyn. Nightmare says, got your stream in the background of mine. Hey, GM press is good for your elbow pains. Todzilla swears by it. Yes, he does. Okay, I'm going to catch up, and then we're going to call it. It's already 6 o'clock. Sharky McJames says, can't Devins, your message doesn't make sense. Oh, you guys are talking. Is that Russian? I'm not sure. Pleasure meeting you guys. They're saying Mike's talking to you. You guys are all talking to each other. So I checked, and you don't want to know what he asked. Oh, God. Google translated. Asked him if I like men. Oh, Jake Arthur, what's going on, dudes? Love seeing all the members in here, you guys. If you guys are not a member, think about becoming a member. It supports the channel, you guys. I'm trying to put more and more exclusive content out for the members. Members in here, you guys put something in the chat right now. What you guys would like to see from me for you guys. Give me something cool I can do for the members. Give me some ideas. I'm always trying to think more and more, and Bridget's always helping me. Hey, what'd you do for the members today? I'm trying to stay on top of it, get you guys more exclusive content. Yeah. Josh, no surname, says, yes, they are isometric there because you never use any of those moves in isolation. The only concentric is supination, wrist flexion off the go. Isometric doesn't mean you stay still. You're confused. Wait, eccentric, isometric, concentric. Wait, this is a concentric movement. Wait, am I tripping? Is this not concentric? Have I learned everything completely wrong? Tightening up my angle. I start here. They say, ready, go. I tighten up the angle. That is not a concentric movement? Someone help me out. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm open to being wrong. I'm always open to being wrong. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Pronation, back pressure, side pressure, all isometric. None of those muscles are concentrically contracting through a range of motion. When you back pressure, you don't actually do a hammer curl. Okay, so pronation. The end of your pronation range of motion is palm down. We start here, right? So if I'm finishing with my palm down, then I have pronated through the range of motion, which would be a consent. Now, there's ways to do it where you just rotate your shoulder, right? So I guess you'd be doing concentric in like your side muscles. But either way, like there's also times where you're in a hook and you pronate and go wrist down. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Derek, in a hurry. Smith says a Drew 24. Not in a hurry, man. An hour and a half. I mean, we run out of topics eventually. And I feel like I get bored. I don't want to get boring to you guys, you know? I don't know. Let's see. When you pronate, you don't keep your arms still on pronate. Pronation has to be isometrically strong enough to match your backside slide pressure is 95% isometric strength. Michael Edwards, in case you didn't know, picture of my wife and I. Okay. Daniel Jesus Mayes. Have you ever seen Egan and Morozov's recent stream? Looks like he secured a match with Levon. You think he's ready? I think he needs another few years and 50-plus pounds of muscle. I saw highlights from that stream. They announced that match a while ago. I think there's situations, if he can get into those situations, where Morozov could give Levon a lot. I don't know if he'll get to those situations. We'll see. It'll depend on his hand strength, hand and wrist. Derek, what foreign countries would you want arm wrestling to grow especially? I want it to grow everywhere. Well, I mean, I guess North America, where I'm at, or USA, sorry, you said country. Oh, you said foreign countries, sorry. So foreign countries, places that's not very big that has a lot of people. Okay. I want to see it grow everywhere, man. I don't know. I guess there's European countries I don't hear too much about. Like I don't know how big the French arm wrestling scene is. Name 5 French arm wrestlers. Can you guys? There's Joseph Levi, and I'll wait. I can't name any more than that. Is Aymeric Perdines, is he French? But I can't name a bunch of French arm wrestlers, so I don't know how big it is over there. Germany. Matthias Schlicht. Oh wait, so some of those countries maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Nice meeting you, Mike. Too, Sharkton, Bridget, and Derek. Bedtime chats, gym lifts after. Oh, okay, for the members, Bridget and Derek. Bedtime chats, gym lifts, and after work thoughts. Anything. All right, Carolyn. Thank you. Oh. She said bedtime chats. Concentric means one circle is center inside another. You guys don't want our pillow talk, says Bridget Sexiness. Thomas Debnam says, yes, it is. You're right. Carolyn says, by definition, concentric is circular motion. Some people just hold ISO and use their body to move their arm. Yeah, I understand. I understand the thought process on how it's isometric or how, but to say there's not concentric at play, I think is false. Isometric means muscle stays the same length. Okay. So that would mean not moving it, right? Because if I'm stretching, then it's stretched out. We're tightening it, it's getting shorter. So muscle stays the same length. Two circles with different diameter, but with same center point is concentric. Brad K, if you pull your hand back with lock pronation, that's concentric bicep movement and isometric pronation. Carolyn wants the pillow talk between me and Bridget. Atlanta says, good game and listening this whole time. Dave says, look leaner to me. Deep says your body falls. I equate isometrics with hold, says the inflashable one. Paul Strank says, we need more lifting videos on your channel, Mega D Dad. You were the strong guy, fresh in your last match. We got to see them exercises that built that power, bro. Hey, that power, dude. That guy that makes crawfish and stuff. All right. Yeah, arm wrestling is a lot of combined isometric and concentric, says Brad K. I agree with that. I get what you mean, though, Carolyn, Bridget, and Derek. You guys got mega endurance. Jagger's got filthy power tonight. Closing the angle like in a bicep curls, concentric contraction, says Robert Gould. Yeah, I thought so too, Robert. I don't know. He's telling me I was wrong though. Derek and Hurry Smith versus Austin. Drew, why do you keep calling me Derek in a Hurry Smith? Like an hour and 38 minutes. Derek get plugged by Ray Smith. Yeah, tell Ray needs to plug me more. Plug my channel. Sound kind of weird. Plug me. Oh yeah, the Paul Italia stream is supposed to be starting. You guys, there's another show that just got created called The Buzz. That's me, Paul Italia, Pradeep, Thomas Stubblebine, and I can't think of the other guy. But that's starting. I don't know if that's starting right now. They said they're starting it after my show, so it should be starting real soon. Josh says, Derek, try and pronate someone without moving your arm. It's impossible unless they are levels below you. Yeah, I'm not saying, but okay, in terms of, I'm not saying we usually hold and drop our body and it's more an isometric motion. Got that. But I'm saying like wrist flexion, your elbow flexion. Tell me that's not concentric. Agent of Chaos with $5 super chat. Do you feel you are unfairly judged as perceived as being stronger than you are because of my size? Am I stronger than I look? Is that what you're asking me? Is that the nice way of asking me if I'm stronger than I look? Chat, did he just ask me if I'm stronger than I look? Do I feel like expectations for me are set ridiculously high because of how big I am? I mean, yeah, I guess, right? I mean, I think that no matter what, people expect me to like lift their car with one hand and throw it around. So I guess being 6'8" and heavy, I guess I get it's always an unrealistic expectation. But I guess that's kind of how it's been my whole life. So, I mean, when I arm wrestle with people, 99% of people I arm wrestle with, like that get a hold of me, say that I'm very, very strong. So the only people that kind of say I'm weak are YouTube people that watch matches of me pulling the top 10 guys in the world. They go, Derek's weak. He sucks. I don't know. I don't think anybody can watch my Austin Jaggers match and say I look weak. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. I jumped way down the chat. Oh, there we go. I got a bunch of footage from our trip, but it's choppy, so I'm not sure if I can put it together to make sense. We're just trying to release. Oh, by the way, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Deep says, do you work on your press much? I'm going to. I haven't been. Pascal Gerard, isn't Pascal from Switzerland? Carolyn says, Bridget, it all makes sense, especially the UPS post box. Did the code work? Footage is short. Javier Martinez, you coming down to the tournament this weekend? I need someone screaming directions at me. Yes, I'll be there. Any updates with Mega Mike? No, I haven't talked to him in a while. Roy Baker says, hey, what's going on, Roy? Thanks for hanging out. Blake Perry, my boy, please plug Blake's channel in the chat, you guys. You're still the man, big dog, heads up. We all have those days. Oh, yeah. I'm not in a bad headspace after a match at all. Josh says it's the back pressure or side pressure that allows you to pronate concentrically. It's impossible in isolation against an equal opponent. I have some eating footage that's gold, says Bridget. Do you narrate for Pillow Talk? Couch Apple says, hey, Derek, Couch Apple from Arm Wrestling Reddit. Oh, okay. Wait, you made the mega thread, right? Wait, am I thinking of the right guy? Another super chat. Agent of Chaos says, just asking because I feel for my size, people think I should be super strong, and I'm really not. Not as big as you, but still, Daniel P. going to slay East versus West. Hey, Daniel Prokopchik is amazing. Best of luck to all competitors. Obviously, I'm going for Doug. That's the match, right? Doug? Yeah. Obviously, I'll be going for Doug, but Daniel Prokopchik is ridiculous. He's so strong. So I think Daniel has to be the favorite in that match, but cheer for my North American brother, for sure. Thank you for this another super chat, man. I appreciate that. Carolyn with another $5 super chat. Derek, did any high-level people hit you up or make plans before East versus West? Did you see RVJ, Paul, and Ehrlich show? So excited for your guys' trip to Turkey. Any high-level people hit me up? No, I have no plans before East versus West as of right now. There was some stuff mentioned, but I haven't committed to anything. I did not see the show with RVJ, Paul, and Ehrlich. And so excited for my trip to Turkey. Me too. Turkey and Italy is going to be amazing. I'm trying to work my way down here, guys. Okay, well, Couch Apple asked, how you doing? One question, why did you keep jumping into the hook and never went for straps until the last round? Couch Apple, I released a whole video on my breakdown of the entire match about an hour and a half to 2 hours ago. So that answers all your questions. And if you're going to have any like hardcore technical questions about the match, that'll answer all that, man. Check it out. It's on my channel like 2 hours ago. And we will play by play each round and what I'm doing. Derek, hope you have a great rest of the week. Drink plenty, eat plenty. Stroll and aminos. All right. Couch Apple says, you have the longer arms, so it's straight up a disadvantage to hook the guy, especially when it's obvious that you busted open Jagger's hand in one round, seemingly without too much struggle. Okay. Just watch that video, man, and I answer all your questions. I would like to see arm wrestling grow, especially in Mongolia. A lot of strong individuals from there. Yes, there are a ton. Derek wants to get plugged. Bridget, oh yeah, fun. I've been looking for share the link. Don't stop your show, says Joe. Grip and rip, dude. It's streaming now. Josh with the €5 pounds. Didn't mean my comments in a condescending way, rather an interesting conversation topic. I believe arm wrestling training is far behind where it should be. I agree. I think as the sport gets bigger, there'll be more and more eyes on our training methods and critiquing and optimizing it. There's definitely still people and lots of things in regards to our training methods that is bro science and garage made up lifts. So I don't think we're as advanced as we can be at all. And thank you for the 5 super chat. Thank you. I appreciate the support, man. Okay. Is that it? Well, I'm caught up. No, I'm not caught up. You guys. Okay, that's it. Super mode. Here we go. Derek just got to go to Paul's homepage, then live tab. There we go. Sus plug by Ray. I need more plugs. You look stronger than I am. Derek, I'm not angry with you. Just disappointed, says Drew. There's sharing Paul's new live show. It's being shared right now. Josh knows her name, says, Derek, I'm just curious why you apply back pressure off the go. Are you consciously thinking of doing a concentric pull with an isometric pull? Hermes pulls back with isometric. Angle stays the same. It depends on the situation, who I'm arm wrestling, what my plan is. Todd Calazos says, what's up, Derek? It was Larry's fault. It's definitely not Larry's fault. Captain Obvious says, you ever think about playing some basketball again? Pickup games at the Y definitely help endurance and fun. Elbows can't handle push, passing, reaching for steals, reaching for rebounds, shooting. Like, elbows can't do that for an entire basketball game. Texas Prana sharing Blake Perry's YouTube channel. Thank you. DF saying, yo, Silky, Wing Zero. Just a viewer of arm wrestling. I started watching during COVID lockdown and continue to watch it. Thank you for being here, bud. Agent of Chaos talking to Trey. Telling us to check out his channel. Let's see. While we wait, we hydrate. This is John Warner. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Unflashable one says, arm wrestling is dynamic, not just isometric or concentric. You must train dynamically. That's money, dude. Awesome, Derek. You guys rock. DF sharing the link to my video that I just made. Agent of Chaos says, I would say a lot depends on style, but arm wrestling seems to be more about locks than concentric movements. I agree. It is more about locks and your isometric holds. I agree with that. I'm just saying, to say there's not concentrics or a good amount of concentrics, I think is inaccurate. Wing Zero says, Mongolians will invade bulk of Eurasia and dominate arm wrestling. Paul Strength, it's those night shifts, man. I feel like poop after the long night shifts. You got to take at least a few days off or a better week off before the match. DF sharing Paul Italia's stream. The Kazakhs are descendants of the ancient Turkic Kipchak tribes and the medieval Mongolic tribes. So I'd be very interested to see how Mongols would do. Another $20 super chat from Silky Wilkie. Should you hire an anatomist to make a mock limb and demonstrate musculature stresses while applying arm wrestling techniques, kind of like your toy doll hand from Hunter's Dream? Yeah. Yes, that would be super interesting to see. Of course. I'd love to see that. I wish the public could see more of what's going on in terms of muscles being used and pressures being applied in the hand and wrist and arm during a match. That would be awesome. Thank you for this $20 super chat. GA says, I think Devin has shown that there's aerobic endurance. He sucks. And muscular endurance, he's the best. My mom with the $50 super chat says, proud mama. Oh, Sandy Schnell. That's my mother. With the $50 super chat. Thank you, Mom, for the $50 super chat. Roy Baker says, all of Asia and a lot of Eastern Europe is filled with people with Mongolian heritage. I agree. Am I getting sick, man? I'm losing my voice. My nose is getting a little stuffed up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Trailblazer82 says, I still want to see you versus Todzilla. Yes, I still want that to happen, too. Obviously, I need to fix my endurance, my inner elbow, especially if I'm going against Todzilla. But I don't feel like it's that hard to fix. So at some point, for sure. Why do Europeans seem to be better than North Americans overall? Surely it's not only because they may have more time to train full time. I believe it's in general, it's viewed as a profession over there. And in general, it's viewed as a hobby over here. Meaning people out there pursue it like you would to become famous or to make something out of yourself. And over here, it's seen as something you can do in your side spare time for most people. And so everything goes that the way they eat and train, how serious they take their gym sessions, and they're training for it to be the best. A lot of guys out here drink a beer at practice and do some wrist curls if they get some free time throughout the week. So not purely because of their weekly schedules, but just the general outlook towards the sport, I think is different. That's the easiest answer. Thank you for the $5 super chat, man. But yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. And because I've looked into that a lot. Everybody's saying, love you, Mom. Trailblazer 82, do you game? I'm done gaming right now, but I was playing Call of Duty. People talking about Asia, Mongolians. Burn, so what's going on? Corey, that's what you were supposed to say. Does your mom play Call of Duty? No. Do you think you could beat Daniel Prokopchik? He was able to stop 150 Alex Kardeccia in a match. Daniel Prokopchik, super strong, man. I mean, I want to assume yes, but who knows? Will Cleveland says, I feel attacked on that one, Derek. GA says, are there local high-level competition which you're lacking, Derek? The number 2 guy in California is on my team, but he doesn't practice very much with us. once every few months I see him. So on a regular level, there's no high level pro super heavyweights right now. Javier Martinez, who's listening to this, get your ass in gear. I need you. Silky Wookie doesn't. Derek, would you do an arm wrestling camp in a foreign country? I have a daughter and a job. I'm not going to leave my daughter for months at a time right now. Arm wrestling isn't paying the bills. So if the sport changes and it makes sense, something like that, potentially, but I'm not going to ditch my daughter, man. She's more important than the sport. We're watching Brandon. Derek, what's your current weight? About 350. Freudian slip. Freudian slip. Going to start doing more tournaments, potentially. The next big arm, potentially. Carolyn with the $5 super chat. Derek, how fun was it to meet Jennifer and Roger Learned, Grondin and Josh Berger? Any of them led you a fan pre-super match? They were all super nice, man. Everybody I met at Winter Blast was amazing. They were all super nice and welcoming. I had a fantastic time over there. No complaints about anybody. No one was an asshole to me or to Bridget. Everything went fantastic. It was a great bunch of people, and I am super lucky to have gotten the invite to go, and I would love to go again. Yeah, no complaints at all. Everybody out there was awesome. So Ryan Grondin, Roger, and Josh, yeah, everybody was great. How much do you think general strength carries over to the table? A lot. All right, guys. That is it. It is 6:20. I haven't gone 22 minutes past 6 ever. This is the longest stream I've done. I don't know in memory. Wow, you guys did it. You made me stay on this long. So thank you everybody that hung out. Thank you all the members. Thank you all the super chatters. Thank you all the people that are just hanging out. If you guys are not subscribed, that's super weird that you hung out with me and you're not subscribed. So please at least subscribe to the channel. It helps you guys. I'm trying to grow this thing. If you guys share it, that'd be even more amazing, sharing the videos. Once again, I released the breakdown of the match. Hopefully you guys like that. I know people like when I do my breakdowns because I can get a little bit analytical and get in there with you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for always supporting me, guys. I will be here for you. If I can help in any way, message me. Message me. I am a man of the people. I'm not going to leave you guys. All right? I mean, I'm leaving you right now, but I'm not going to leave you like in the sport. You know what I mean? So check out awswitch.com, you guys. That is the website where you can buy hats, shirts, and stickers that have to do with me. Check out my link tree that hopefully one of the moderators can plug right now. That'll take you to all the companies that sponsor me. Discount code AWDerek, NatFit, Lion Straps, Filthy Power. Check out all my socials if you get a chance. And I love everybody, man. Thank you guys for making this a thing. And onwards and upwards, guys. I'm good. I'm doing fine. We're going to crush this. The strength was there, guys. And I'm still going to get stronger. And I'm going to start crushing some fools. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. See you.